Welcome everybody back to Publishing Our Children's Stories. My name's Jessie and we are reading another of Dr. Seuss's bright and early board books. Now this is great for young readers and younger children too, because it's not a long book, but definitely grabs their interest, and it does help them learn their ABCs. My screen is moving. Sorry about that. All right. Big A, little a. What begins with A? Aunt Annie's alligator. A, A, A. Big B, little b. What begins with B? Barber, baby, bubbles, and bumblebee. Big C, little c. What begins with C? Camel on the ceiling. C, C, C. Big D, little d. What begins with D? Donuts and duck dog. D, D, D. Big E, little e. What begins with E? Ear, egg, elephant. E, E, E. Big F, little f. What begins with F? 4 fluffy feathers on a fiffer, fifer, feff. Big G, little g. What begins with G? Goat and goo-goo goggles. G, G, G. Big H, little h. What begins with H? Hungry horse, hen in hat. H, H, H. Big I, little I. What begins with I? Itchy, itchy, Ichabod. I. Big J, little j. What begins with J? Jerry Jordan's jelly jar. J, J, J. Big K, little k. What begins with K? Kangaroo and kite. K, K, K. Big L, little l. What begins with L? Lion with a lollipop. L, L, L. Big M, little m. What begins with M? Mice in the moonlight. M, M, M. Big N, little n. What begins with those? 9 new neckties. Nightshirt, nose. Big O, little o. What begins with O? Ostrich, oil, orange owl. O, O, O. Big P, little p. What begins with P? Painting some pajamas pink. P, P, P. Big Q, little q. What begins with Q? Quack, quack. The quick Queen of Quincy and her quacking quackaroo. Big R, little r. What begins with R? Rosie's red rhinoceros. R, R, R. Big S, little s. What begins with S? Sammy sipping soda pop. S, S, S. Big T, little t. What begins with T? 10 tired turtles on a tuttle tree. Big U, little u. What begins with U? Uncle Ub's umbrella, and his underwear too. Big V, little v. What begins with V? Verna Vera Vin and her violet violin. Big W, little w. What begins with W? Willie's in the washtub washing Waldo Woo. Big X, little x. What begins with X? X-ray and xylophone. X, X, X. Big Y, little I. What begins with Y? A yawning yak with Yolanda on his back. Big Z, little z. What begins with Z? A zizzer zazzer zuzz, as you can plainly see. Simple, silly, sturdy books. This is great for younger kids, especially those who are trying to learn to read and learn their alphabet, but reading to them, it's kind of hard for some of the words because they're silly and they're Some of them are made up, but it's a lot of fun.